What's up? I'm back with another banger. Today we are making a beat. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not making a beat. We're going over a beat that I made. I like it a lot. And I think that I just want to go over it. I have a lot of beats that I make and I like them a lot. And I never get the chance to talk to them, to talk about it to anybody. So today we're going to go over it and yeah. Let's get it started. There was no direct inspiration for this beat. I just made a beat. I like the beat of What's Love by Che, and I think this kind of replicates that beat. Not replicates, kind of gives off the same vibe of that beat in a way. Che way. Gives off the same beat in a way. I like What's Love by Che. I'm so sad. I'm looking at the stars. It's gray. I'm a horse. I'm eating hay. Anyway. What? Let's get started. I don't know what to say. No, yeah, I started off with this pad. Or no, synth from Aiden Made's Color Palette Stash Kit. Alright, hold up. I don't know music theory, but I just kind of put some stuff down. I've been producing for 2 years, so I kind of know sounds ish. I don't know how else to explain it. I EQ'd it, cut out the low end. I like the whole other frequencies of the sound itself, so I didn't really do anything with it. And I put a compressor because I need a compressor. Because like it's important and stuff, I guess. Other sound. It's just a layer with the chord progression, because this I wanted to go for a stack sound for the chord progression. And you're probably like, oh my god, what is that really cool glitchy sound effect that this absolute genius of a producer put in there?
Get out my oven! Go to your room.
It's gross beat. So I got Chaos 3 pre-made preset. And I didn't like how intense it was at first, if you hear that. Wait, actually I kind of do. No, I like it, but I think it was better halfway off because it kind of sounds like better. Here's it with and without. That's without. And that's with. It kind of gives it more groove. More EQ, didn't touch the rest of it. And another compressor because you need a compressor. Next layer. Same exact chord progression, different sound. Okay. This is a synth from Aiden Main's Color Palette Stash Kit. I put gross beat on it. I put basic 10. It literally just it's like a tape stop and reverb. Reverb. You hear the reverb? It's pretty cool, I know.
Why is this nigga Bugs Bunny in my room wildin'? Get the fuck out my room, my nigga.
EQ, didn't touch the rest of it. Cut out the low end to make room for the 808 again. And another compressor because you need a compressor. Hive. Oh, I don't remember putting this down. Panomatic. I made it go with the tempo, like just it pans from left ear to right ear on tempo. I think that kind of gives it more groove and just makes it more not stereo widening, but kind of gives it more spaced and not just straight. Like I don't really know how to explain it. It's just more variety, I guess. And then a reverb. EQ. I didn't touch the rest of the. Wow, I do not touch any of the frequencies. Okay, I didn't touch any of the rest of the frequencies. I just cut out the 808 and a compressor. This is all of the chord progression together. Next element, I added an ARP. I felt like it just went well with the beat. Oh my god. Now you have to wait. Hold up. Added a delay. I made it do the ping pong effect, pan from left ear to right ear. And that just kind of, because I like delay, but I also like whenever it delays on each ear, it just sounds cooler to me. Another EQ, I'm guaranteeing you I did not touch any of the other. Yeah, I didn't. Just cut out the low end. OTT. This is the compression multi-band. Kind of forgot what multi-band compression does, but instead of just like doing whatever, it does whatever even cooler. That's how it gives it that video game ARPy sound. I hate when it does that. It kind of gives you this video game kind of sound by just brightening the highs in a way. Like, hold up, if I were to turn it off, it sounds flat and muddy. But then if you turn the OTT on, okay, that's the problem. This OTT. If you turn the OTT on, it sounds cooler. Oh, I can't focus.
I woke up naturally.
This is the lead. This is probably the most important part to make it give it that What's Love sound. In What's Love by Che, there is I think it's like a pitch bend-ish lead, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a preset from Serum 2 called Das EDM. I don't know. I just found it. It sounded really cool. And whenever you overlap the notes, instead of playing it like it goes like you know, slides. And it gives it more of a glide. It just glides like portamento, pitch bend, whatever you want to call it. I just put an EQ, and I did actually touch another frequency. I boost the highs because I feel like leads should have, and I mean whenever in my beats at least, leads sound better with the high ends kind of boosted. Yeah, it just sounds brighter and more clear and kind of more. It stands out amongst the rest of the melodies, so it kind of gives it more definition. You can kind of hear the glide if you just like, and then if I were to get rid of this, it would probably, yeah, it just sounds weird. Like, that sounds so ugly. Boring. But then, see, it just sounds way better. Okay, this is the melody together. Now we're going to move on to the drums. There's a lot to go through, so I'm going to try and get this really done really quickly. What is this? Track 7 through... I can't count.
Okay, what the hell? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
18. Okay, I'm going to just give you just kind of what the drums sound like in full. Crazy. I love these drums a lot, specifically on this beat. I started off with hi-hats. It kind of pierces your ears. Oh my god, stop. A clap. This is all from Ginseng's kit, I think. Ginseng, whatever, I don't care. But he makes a lot of he makes more pretty fun style stuff. So I got his drum kit because it fit this beat more. It's a snare from his kit. More traditional placement. This is where that kind of What's Love sound comes into play with ear candy, FX, and whatnot. Just little tiny hits of like high, like gamey sound effects, I guess you could say. Yeah, yeah. Probably, yeah. Yep.
You have any scissors?
Why would I have scissors, bro?
You have a pencil pouch?
Oh, word, in my bathroom.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Gotta wait for a second. We gotta wait a second for this loser. Hold up.
That is? Whoa.
What? Okay, get up.
Oh.
Get away, bro.
You're gonna cut that out, right? You're gonna cut that out, right?
That part. I was here. Okay. Yes. Ginseng. Weird, gamey, electric sounds. Sick. And then this. Another sick. Perk. Just gives it more groove, I guess. Open hat. Oh, I should have added a fade out on that. It sounds weird. Okay. I think it's good though. It's fine. Another FX. This is really good in the beat and the drums. You hear it really clearly. Another FX. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, that was so much FX. I want to hear it all together. Me too. I actually haven't. Let's hear it. Yeah, it just comes together in the end. The 808. Another Ginseng. Wow. Whoa, that's really okay. Ginseng 808.
Oh my god. Bro, I'm trying to talk about my 808, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Just gotta say hi, bro. Look at him, bro. Look at us.
Anyways, 808. Max out. It sounds like a fart without context, but you know it's really good. Max out the velocity over here with the. Did I not put? Okay, usually I would have a soft clipper and I would have a like this, a soft clipper, and I would have a wave shaper, boosted. And that kind of, yeah, that just fixes up the 808 usually. I think, because I made this beat a little bit ago, I think I just, in the moment, thought it sounded better without the stuff. But in the mixer channel, no, the master channel, I put a wave shaper and I hard clipped it. That is very important if you want boosted 808s. And if you want your whole melody to just be distorted, I guess. Hard clip it and put a max velocity on your 808. I did this little envelope thing. Every single person does it in the world. It just literally makes it so where if I stop playing the 808 right here, it'll stop and it won't continue the one shot. So like, look, like it stops. But if this were off, it would, if I were to do this, it wouldn't stop here and it would continue playing and overlap with that. Yeah, that's really it. It's really simple. This is the second pattern 808 that I gave to give more groove. Yo, I had like 2 cheeseburgers from McDonald's. I can't lie, it was so good. Hold up. Pitch bends. Pitch bends do a lot. I like pitch bends. This is literally just this. It's the 808, but just cut. I like cutting off 808s. Like they'll play and they cut really short because it gives the beat more space. If you were to continuously play an 808 throughout the whole thing, you just have constant 808, 808, 808. For you to cut it off kind of gives it more groove, and I'd say just gives the beat space to breathe. Especially, and I didn't do it here, but if you cut it off on where a clap plays, it kind of gives it more like, it kind of hits harder. The clap plays like 1, 2, 3 on the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the third or whatever. I don't even know. Yeah, but if you were to cut off an 808 while it's in the middle of playing on that specific beat, it would sound really good. And give it a lot of rhythm and groove and blah, 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 blah. This is my 4th time doing this. I forgot to go over my kick. I usually don't do kicks at all, but there's this one really cool sounding kick, from Ginseng's kit, his kit, and it's a deep kick. Like if you hear it. It's kind of, you see how it's like taking the sub area a lot? Where is it playing? 18. I gave it a soft clipper. I gave it a wave shaper. The same thing I would do to an 808. And I boosted the low end by 1. Just to give it more of a punch. When you have 2 things, obviously, if you have a kick that's hitting a low end, and you have a 808 that's hitting the low end, it's not going to sound good clashing together. So what I did was I sidechained the 808. I guess, is that how you use the term? I sidechained it to the kick. So what this does is whenever the 808 plays, instead of having it play like this, every time the kick plays simultaneously while the 808 is playing, you sidechain the volume to rise every single time the kick plays. So the low end is open and the kick has room to hit, if that makes any sense. Every time time it's rising up, the volume's rising up, that's when the kick plays. And it's rising, so it's rising from being muted to its normal volume. Whenever it's muted, the low end is open, and the kick can come in and substitute the low end. So the kick sounds clear and punchy while the 808 is also playing. Here's the 808 and the kick playing together. It doesn't sound good right now, but with context, I promise you it's amazing. Here's the final beat. Okay.
Mute, 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 mute.
I'm gonna wait for this. I'm gonna wait for this to end. I know your ears were graced, by the way. It's okay. I know you're crying. It's fine. Happens a lot. The melody. If you look in the mixer channel, you're like, okay, look at the bottom. Bottom. The first track is wide. Okay. It's orange. It's set to orange. Like, I turned the knob. Just look. It's like changing, right? When it's orange, it's stereo separated or whatever the crap. It's stereo separated or something. So the thing with that is it just because track 1 I assigned it to the lead. Whenever it's stereo kind of separated, it separates stereo. I don't know exactly the technicals of how it works, but in short, it kind of gives the lead more definition. I do that because I feel like the lead is the lead. It leads the beat, the melody, or yeah. So I feel like it should have more definition and have more clarity and be more clear. Did I use the word clarity right? Let's see what clarity means. What does clarity mean? The quality of being coherent and intelligible. For the sake of clarity, each of these strategies, the quality being certain and definite. Basically, yes, clarity. Crazy vocab.
Boy, shut your lame ass head ass, but big head ass, goofy ass head ass, boy.
I feel like whenever it's widened, it's more clear. I have a few sounds that are the opposite of widened. I don't know why they made it purple because it's kind of weird to see contrasting against the black color of the mixture. Don't have cheeseburgers from McDonald's. Oh my god. It's purple. That means it's kind of the opposite. Instead of it being more wide, it's narrow. And I feel like, because if every single sound in the melody were to be widened, it would just be confusing. So some things are less wide, some things are wide, some things are not wide, and so on and so forth, I guess. Just to kind of make certain things I like more detailed and more clear for someone to hear. And then things that I like, but I don't want to be, I want to be in the background and making the flow of the beat rather than it being the main piece. Whatever. That's it. I catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for being with me. Have a great rest of your day. Peace. 32 minutes. Have a great rest of your day. Catch y'all later.
I don't know how much this nigga got, but I be thinking about my bills and I be thinking about this nigga bills. I be like, bro, how do you make? I said this before, bro. On some real shit. No, him. How do this nigga make money, bro? Come on, man. Nigga, fuck.